Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in. Okay, before we jump into the video, if you would go ahead and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, really helps out the channel and allows me to continue to do these videos. Hopefully I educate you or at least entertain you. Thanks. Just wanted to drop a quick video. I haven't dropped a long form video in a few days and wanted to kind of show you where I'm at with the kayak build on this XTR 130. Show you some things I'm doing. I'm going to try to make some individual videos, but honestly, the recording part was slowing me down, and I'm getting ready to get a little busy, and we're going away for a weekend, and we come back and got a tournament. So just had to get this ready, but I'm just going to turn the camera around, kind of walk you around, show you a few things that I've installed. Still waiting on a couple parts to come in from Garmin and other places to finish it out, but just kind of show you what I'm doing and where I'm at with it, and then just continue to follow the channel and check back in from time to time. I'll post hopefully some fishing content here in the next few weeks, but also just different modifications that I'm doing once I get out on the water and get comfortable with it, and then any other design ideas or DIY things that I do in the future. So anyways, let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so this thing looks like a war zone, but if you remember in a previous video, I have the Lifetime 25 volt lithium battery installed in the bow of the XTR 130. And I was able to get up to Big Adventures last week, pick up the computer plate. I'm actually running the Garmin motor, like I said, the battery up here. So I'm running 6-gauge wire from the back to the front, just waiting on a couple more components. And then I reached out to Garmin, and they specifically wanted me to have a 40 amp circuit breaker. So I bought a high quality marine grade for that. I even asked them, for everybody out there that's wondering if you need a quick disconnect after that, they actually said that it's not recommended. And the reason why is the circuit breaker that they recommend has a trip button on it that acts as a disconnect, and adding another quick disconnect beyond that is just another point that could fail. So FYI, if you're doing the same thing, you may want to disregard the second quick disconnect there. Just save yourself the headache and the $25-30 that it may be. So that's where we are with the front hatch right now. And then up here on the front hatch, if you will, I was able to install the captain's bridge. And unlike using the system that comes from Bonafide, where it goes like this and it sits up 3 or 4 inches, I wasn't a fan of that. One, if you know anything about those Yak Attack bases, they're quite wobbly. I wanted a nice secure platform, so I mounted it. I just drilled a hole through here, mounted it directly to this hatch lid, and then this allows me to have the 106 SV over here, and then I'm going to run maps on that side with the 7.3 SV. I actually thought this was going to be a little tighter, but I'll have plenty of room to still walk up there if I want to. I'm a kind of a tall, goofy dude. I don't know that I'm going to be able to balance very good up there. I may have to reach out to my buddy Bill over at Steady Stick and pick one of those up. But anyways, that's what we're going with for right now. I did buy another Yak Attack phone holder that'll go here, just to hold my phone there in case I do get a fish, or when I get a fish, I should say. I'll be able to put my phone in there and record some content back at me. But yeah, so that's where we are with that. I haven't got the one objective organization system down there yet. Still need to order that from Eco Fishing Shop. So I'll get that ordered. These are my favorite scupper plugs for this kayak. I actually had them in my PWR 129. They're just from Amazon, but they fit these Bonafides perfectly. So if you're interested in running scupper plugs, a couple other videos, but got a cleat there. That's actually for my, what do they call it? Dock Defender. It's actually used in the boat world, but I modified it to work on my kayak. On the PWR, it's going to do the same thing here. So you put a bungee over that, and then it has the hooks on it that go under the cleat on the dock, and it keeps your kayak from banging against the dock, which is nice. That's where the scope's going for now. I haven't upgraded the pole yet. Still just going to roll with the Railblazer Hex. One thing I did install yesterday was I did get the 2-way locking seat position swivel. The only reason why I wanted to do that, I thought about doing the 12-way. I just think that would be annoying in trying to rotate out. But the only reason why I did this way is if I am standing and happen to fall down, if I grab that chair and it swivels just freely, I have no doubt that I'm going to end up in the water. So at least this can lock in one position. And if I do lose my balance and grab that up, I'm not just going to fall out of the kayak. So there's that. I'm going to run the ram mount again. Right now it's got the phone holder on it, but that's where my GoPro will likely hang. Probably push it back a little bit just to get it out of the way. But being right-handed, it shouldn't interfere with me there. Did get the 2 additional rod holders like I talked about in my video on the DIY video. So that's what I'm going to run there, is just 2 rod holders like that, and then the 4 across the back. Nice clean setup, and then I'll actually be able to swivel around, open up the tackle box. And my intentions right now are entire live scope system, battery, and everything is going to be in the bottom part of this black box, and then just some soft plastics and quick baits right here. And then with the one objective system up there, that's where the majority of my tackle will be stored. Haven't really figured out where I'm going to mount this yet. Probably right in line here. What's that does is holds my catch board. If you haven't seen that in previous videos from people online, it's a pretty cool system. Obviously got the Garmin mounted. Let me go around here. Hold on one second. One thing I did yesterday is I did get this transducer installed. There'll be a video coming out about that mount and all that. But that's just the GT54. I really only use that for water temperature and depth. And then on the Garmin, it comes with the standard plug. I actually got the Marineco 70 amp, like marine quality plug. And then I put the port in this panel here. So once I get everything finished up and wired up, this will go on there, and then I'll just be able to plug that in and plug the motor in, and it'll be nice and clean. I'll be able to disconnect that. And that's because I'm running the power all the way up to the front. Okay. Here again, you see the 2 rod holders over here. And then, like I said, I'll be able to rotate the seat, access all my stuff, and we'll be good to go there. Now, I ran this on the PWR as well, and on the Old Town back in the day. But I like these little sidearm things for your paddle. That way it's just easy. Bonafide always provides these, but you'd have to reach back there, grab it. If you're just stuck up on a shoal or something like that, this is just quick, easy access to be able to grab your paddle and go. My buddy Finway hooked me up with this. He actually purchased this from the manufacturer, the seat manufacturer. He actually gave me 2, but they didn't work too well on his native LTE, so he gave me those. But it's just another cup holder and some storage. Have a feeling some, Kleenexes or hand warmers or whatever will be stored right there. Maybe even some snacks of some sort. But that's how I'm mounting the Garmin controller. Most of the time it's probably going to be around my neck, but I just wanted that to be like that. And then all I did was just took this and just put it in a 90-degree Tech base and just screwed it into it. Just pre-drill it first so you don't crack it, but that's all I'm doing there. Like I said, most of the time this is gonna be on my neck, and then if it is down here, I just put a little carabiner on it with a tie down, and it'll just sit like that. But I don't know that if it floats or not, so I just wanted to have a tether on it in case I dropped it in the water. Okay, coming down here again, there's the 7.3 SV, and then that's it. So so like I said, it's just a quick video this evening just to get some content out there, show you where I am with the build and the progress that I've been making. Really looking forward to finishing it up over the next week or so and getting this out on the water, trying it out for the first time. I haven't been on a XTR since back in July, so really looking forward to it, really looking forward to learning the motor. I still got a couple things to install with the motor, man overboard system and the pedals and all that. But appreciate you following along. Like I said in the beginning, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And thank you all for the continued support, and we'll continue to grow the channel together. Thanks.